The same like local car wash that I used to beg to work for free and they wouldn't take me on, now it's coming back to me and wanting to pay me, $10,000 a month. Just yesterday, I closed a deal with a $500 million a year company. The reason they signed up with me is because they liked my last video, which had nothing to do with anything educational wise. It was literally just me making a funny skit about taxes inside of my car.
Welcome back to Street Talk, guys. We're about to film with Eddie Maalouf, the founder of Bad Marketing. He's an investor, he's a keynote speaker, and has one of the most well-recognized ad agencies in America currently. I've looked up to Eddie since starting Street Talk. I'm really excited to hear what advice he has for us to scale, what advice he has for you guys to start your first businesses, and some of his best entrepreneurial stories. Let's crush.
Yeah.
I work and crush every day, so I don't need to be in Miami.
I still go out, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, what's up, dude? How are you?
We got a little Street Talk going on today, baby.
All right, let's find someone. Let's ask them how they make their first million with nothing.
This guy, he's already making videos. Can we ask you a question? You're already on camera.
We're going around, we're asking people, if I take everything away from you, how would you make your first $1 million today?
Well, I've already made $1 million, so.
If we took $1 million, we're taking it away.
Doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Just creating content, creating passive income so that I can travel.
How would you monetize the content?
Well, I'm actually doing a digital product, 100% profit.
Nice.
And that's the way to do it.
So since you already made your first million, how'd you make your first million?
I was a chiropractor for many years. I did smart investing and same thing, you got to do it over time, slowly. A lot of people want to get rich quick and a lot of times they fail. So you have to be consistent. Small amounts every day. Just like if you want to get in shape or you want to get healthy or anything you want to do takes time.
So what made you change from being a chiropractor that was successful, making millions of dollars, etc., to wanting to do something new?
So basically what happened to me is my shoulder wore out. I was very active. I did a lot of stuff, including my job, and with severe arthritis, I just couldn't do the adjustments anymore. So I had to retire. I was forced. I'm 62 right now, and it's never too late. I'm starting all over again.
You look better than me, and I'm half your age, man. So.
Thank you for that.
Keep it up.
But I don't think
Keep
so.
going. Awesome, man. Nice to meet you, man.
Pretty basic right now.
Have a great day. That was your first ever street interview. How do you feel?
I got an easy one. I pointed him out. That's how this guy making content. I had to walk up to him. Felt good, man.
You're a natural. What is Bad and why are you building it?
Bad Marketing is a marketing agency. We work with personal brands and with e-commerce brands. The reason I originally started was just so I could figure out how to make money. I was kind of just in my parents' house doing sales for another company. I wanted to do something digital. I learned about Facebook ads. Now that I'm here, I'm trying to build really sick brands across the world. So our motto is we make good brands go bad, which is bold and disruptive.
Eddie, Street Talk was built off of hustle. I dropped out of college, averaged 35,000 steps every day for over a year, interviewing people. What has been your biggest hustle story building Bad?
First of all, I need to walk 35,000 steps to lose the stomach. So I was just in your shoes.
You look great.
But thank you. But
actually, that's a lie. Eddie's up at 6 a.m. every day working out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So it's pretty cool, actually. People think, they always look at me and they're like, bro, well, you got it so easy. You got this big brand and stuff. Of course, it's easy for you to get customers. But what people don't realize is when I started, I was literally working out of a bedroom in my parents' house. All I had was chops, balls, and that's all I had, right? I had nothing else. So I would literally go around to businesses. At the time, there wasn't technology like we have now. So I'd get online on Google, I'd map out every business I wanted to talk to in my local area. Let's say today I'm hitting dentists. I'd map out 30 dentists. I'd GPS on, at the time, MapQuest even, bro. This is 2018, 19. I'd MapQuest the best route that I would take to save the most time. And then in my Nissan Altima, I would just drive to these places. I was so embarrassed. My car was such a beater that I would park it at the next business. I'd walk over, knock on the door, walk inside, and basically just cold approach businesses. And at first I started pitching them for free. Hey, if I do this for free and I do good, then you pay me. And then eventually I started pitching them on money. And then eventually I started getting good enough where I could just do it over the phone and I have to drive around. And so I started kind of leveling up. But my first year and a half, I was practically begging companies to work with me. And it's funny, the same local car wash that I used to beg to work for free and they wouldn't take me on, now it's coming back to me and wanting to pay me, $10,000 a month to run their stuff. So it's a pretty cool transition, but people don't realize how hard it is at the beginning and how much grit. It's literally grit and effort that wins in stage one. So get on the fucking ground, walk into a business and have an actual conversation. Do something that other people are not willing to do to get that result and you'll get there.
Hey, it leads me right into my next question. If you start today at zero, take the brand away from you, take your social media away from you, you have to make your first $1 million, what business are you doing?
You can go into a business, you can literally audit their business and give them agentic solutions that work for them. And these people will pay $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 just to get one of these, because if you think about it, if I build you a robot right now that saves you an employee $5K a month,
Yeah.
you're gonna save $5K a month for the rest of your life in the business. You'll gladly pay $10,000 to have someone build that for you.
100% more.
Yeah, more, exactly.
Eddie, you're the most well-recognized, branded, and successful marketing agencies in America currently. The SMMA, a marketing agency, is most young entrepreneurs' first hustles or businesses they try to start. You scaled it better than anyone I've met. What's your best tip to scaling an agency? How do you do it?
Look, to be honest with you, man, an agency has two sides, and it's almost any business is the same two sides. It's acquiring more clientele,
Yep.
and it's acquiring more talent. Your goal as a CEO and founder is to find the easiest way to do both. And so in order to do both, I realized that building a personal brand and building an online brand for my agency will naturally attract more clients and will naturally attract more talent, right? And so if I was to give anyone advice, it'd be get in front of a camera just like we're doing right now. I mean, reality of the situation is it's 7:30 in the morning. I run a company with hundreds of employees. And what's the most valuable thing to do at 7:30 in the morning is to get in front of a camera with you, right?
Yep.
Most people don't realize that. They're too scared to do it. They're too scared to pick up their phone to get in front of a camera. They have some sort of insecurity internally that they keep pointing out themselves, which stops them from building a personal brand. But especially in a world of AI, the only thing that's going to authenticate us as real people is going to be our personal brand. Like if you go to my Instagram, you're going to know 100% that's Eddie. There's going to be a million mock-ups of Eddie, a million fake accounts of Eddie, a million different people pretending to be Eddie with AI, but there's only one real Eddie, and the only way to find them is wherever their personal brand is. And so I think a lot of people underestimate that. Just yesterday, I closed a deal with a $500 million a year company. The reason they signed up with me is because they liked my last video, which had nothing to do with anything educational-wise. It was literally just me making a funny skit about taxes inside of my car. That's literally it. And they liked it, they thought it was funny, and because of that, now we're working together.
What was your escape velocity moment?
At one point I was sitting at home, I was like, dude, I'm really tired of like driving to all these businesses to get more business. Like, there's gotta be a better way to do it. And then I was like, okay, how do I digitalize the same exact thing that I'm doing? And then like, I was like, duh, you're fucking retarded. You run ads for other businesses, why don't you just run ads for yourself? So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna start running ads for myself. So I started running ads for bad marketing. And I'll never forget, bro, like by month 2, in a single day, we closed 15 clients, which like for context, like we couldn't even close 15 clients in 3 months when I was door knocking, right? But in a single day, we closed 15 just because I ran my own marketing, my own digital ads that had people book their own appointments online, and we started closing people digitally. And that took the business from like, 20 clients to 300 clients in the next year.
Hey, my final question, you invest in dozens of founders. What do you look for? What's the archetype you look for when you're betting on a founder?
Okay, so one, whenever you do invest in a company, you always bet on the founder. I'm not betting on the company, just to be clear. There's a million companies. If you start a concept this right now, 1,000 guys could start it tomorrow, right? I'd be betting on you, right? I wouldn't be betting on them. So very good question. Number one I look for is the founder's obviously fully focused on this business. Number two, if I'm actually investing in a company, I want to know that the founder has built a similar business or sold a similar business beforehand. So I never go into it. Every single deal that I've ever done where I've spent money investing in a founder that hasn't done this thing before, even though the idea was great, even though I could contribute, it never worked out really the way that I thought it would because that person didn't have experience. Anytime I go and invest in a company, let's say for example, I invested in a passport company. It's like a digital passport software. These guys had sold 2 other businesses in the same passport space for over $250 million. They have success in the space. They sold a business in the space. So if I'm going to invest with them in the space, I don't need to worry about they need to know exactly what to do every single day. I don't have to coach them like that. I can become an asset and a surplus to the business as opposed to just adding myself and then dragging the founders along because they don't know what they're doing. So I think the most important thing is like previous experience. And a lot of people, the problem is they bet based on potential. But in reality, you should be betting based on experience. This person's done it before. The odds of them doing it again are way higher than 50%. If this person's never done this before, no matter how good the idea is, bro, if you think about it, I'm betting on a business that one day will sell. Between now and 5 years where it could sell in one day, there's a million mistakes that business can make that can make the business go under, right? So I have to bet on the founder having done this before because I'm betting on one liquidity exit event in the future.
Right.
And a million things could go wrong between now and then that could put the company under.
Well, Eddie, thank you so much for coming on Street Talk. You crushed it. Where can we follow you? Where can we find you?
Yeah, you can just find me on Instagram. My handle is just Eddie, E-D-D-I-E, super easy. If you're watching this right now, you got any questions, anything I can help you with, feel free to DM me. I'm the only one that actually opens my profile. I don't have any bots or DMs or any employees in there. It's just me. So feel free to DM me anytime. I'd love to help you guys out.
Banger. Eddie, Street Talk, let's go.
Let's go.